Hey everybody, it's Kay, and I'm here today. This is the Eyescream Beauty Bag. I haven't received the box yet, but I did get the bag, so let's go ahead and see what's in here. So this typically has 3 or 4 products, and I've got some good products out of this bag. Now, you recall last month I got a eyeshadow palette by Trend Beauty, and the mirror was cracked, and I reached out to Eyescream Beauty, and I never heard another word. So I basically taped it with shipping tape, and I've continued to use it because it's safe, and I've just taped the whole mirror, so there's nothing that's going to come off of there. If I had to, I could just cut the mirror part off, you know, with some really heavy-duty scissors. So that's a little disappointing. I think I would have followed up more if it had been the box, but I didn't because I have a lot of other things to worry about or think about. And so anyway, let's see what they sent here. So there are 2 Be Bella products in here and 1 Illuminati eyeliner. This Illuminati eyeliner, I have received this before through Ipsy, and I think, I don't know, some other box too, and they're good, and they're sort of a multi-chrome kind of color, and they are the twist up type. There it is. I'm gonna put some of this on here. Okay, it looks green when I'm looking at it, but I think it's one of those that it's gonna look green in one light. It's still not doing it there, and then it's gonna look brown, and either way I think it's a good one for me. I like this product. I've used the one that I had from before, so I'm happy to get that. So it's again a $21 product, and I forget exactly how much this is. I'll have to look it up. You do pay shipping on it, whereas you don't with the box, but it's still, I think, less than. I think it's all in. It's less than $20, so I have to go and double check. Okay, so then this is by Be Bella. And this is the Bella Luxe. I think it's either a lipstick or a lip gloss. This is a $6 retail value. Okay, so let's take a look at it. There it is. That's a color I would wear. There's the applicator. It doesn't really have a smell to it. It's like a lip gloss, and a pretty pigmented lip gloss. Well, I'm gonna try it. I think that would actually go well with what I'm wearing today. It looks like it would be moisturizing. You know, so sometimes you see certainly a lot better product with a more expensive product, but like I've mentioned on some other things, there's some brands that are really good, and they're either a lower indie, independent kind of thing, and they're a lower price point, or some of the drugstore things are great too. And sometimes you can have products that, because there's so many out there that are the same price as some much better. And I find this a lot with mascara. There's very few mascaras I really like. Everybody seems to have one, and they're similar price points, but there's very few that are very good mascaras. So anyway, I'm interested to give this a try. And so what I'm going to be looking for with this is that it stays on, it's not tacky, and it keeps my lips moisturized, and it doesn't bleed. So we'll see what happens with it. Okay, so the last one in here is the big item in here, and it is a palette by Be Bella, and it's the Orange Squeeze Shadow Palette. So this palette is a retail value of $16. It does have a mirror, and the mirror is not broken, thank goodness. And here are the shades. I think this is a great spring-summer palette because these are shades I would definitely use. I like pinks, I like peaches, Probably won't use the darkest shade, but you know, when I do use the dark shade, it's in the outer corner right above the lash line. to help define the eyes. There's a couple of glittery ones in here. And I like that there's a light one. I always like to see a light one. There's that one. And then I like the pink one. Okay, so there's the first 4 of them. And then that's the sort of a, I don't know, sort of a rust color one. So let's take a look at these. Okay, they have some good payoff. Okay, that's sort of hard to tell. So when you look at it on the camera, you don't see a lot of payoff. I guess if I tried it again, I would get more payoff to it. Yeah, it does. If I try it another time. But you know, I'm not as interested in a huge amount of payoff with what I'm looking at, because I like for my makeup to be more natural looking. Okay, so I'm wondering if this one is it's sort of flaky, and I'm wondering if some of the flakes are gonna come off. But anyway, I think this is a beautiful palette, and I am interested to play with this over the spring and the summer. And I'll look at just some other ones that I find interesting here. Okay, I mean, I think it's a versatile palette. I wear colors like this. I like a little vibrant. I like a little bit of more neutral colors. I just like to mix it up. So this is a good palette for me. So I think this is a pretty good little bag here. And I'm gonna get a lot of use out of it. I at least know the eyeliner here. And I think I'm gonna use this quite a bit too. So I'm happy to have it. So anyway, that's everything for today. Thank you for stopping by, and have a great day.